Row, row, row your boat and make it float. It's not singing class, but it is a mad science experiment with Jetpack Jason. Let's take a look.
Today I'm going to make a boat that you can make along with me at home. All you're going to need is a styrofoam plate, just like this. You're going to need some scissors, so find some scissors. You can use some toothpicks, and then you really just need one toothpick. And then you'll also need some dish soap. Our dish soap is going to be our fuel for our boat, and that's what's actually going to make it go. Grab your plate and your scissors. It's time to cut our boat. So when you cut your boat, you know the shape of a boat. You can just cut the shape that you imagine your boat to be. It doesn't have to be anything too specific. So we're gonna cut a nice rectangle here, and then cut this across here. There we go. Our boat looks kind of like so. I'm gonna cut this off so we have a nice point here, because we want the front end of our boat to go through the water nice and cleanly, right? So we're gonna cut a nice triangle here. Now the back of our boat is where things get really interesting, because this is where the engine is. Our engine is gonna consist of a little channel, kind of like so. This is gonna be our jet. I like to say jet because it's like jetpack. And then we're going to cut a little bit here. And this is going to be where our soap and our fuel is going to go. There we go. And now you need some lake to float your boat, right? So you can use a tub like this. You can also use a cookie sheet or something else that is going to hold a little bit of water. You don't need it to be too deep because your boat is not going to float very deep. So we're going to stick our boat right on in here. And what do you know? It floats because it's made of styrofoam. So we're going to now get our boat moving all on its own with a little bit of help from our soap. So all you need is your toothpick and your soap, like so. You can also use a Q-tip instead of a toothpick, just something that you can put a little bit of soap at the end of and stick it into the water. All right, here we go. That's looking pretty good, about like so. And then we're gonna actually stick our boat right on over here. And then we're gonna put this right in the fuel tank here. You ready? 1, 2, 3. There it goes. And so experiment with different shapes of your channel, or maybe a different size for your fuel tank there to get your boat to go maybe different directions, maybe different speeds, all sorts of different things. So this works because of something called surface tension. As our boat is floating in the water, it's floating on the water's surface tension. But when we touch our soap to this, that's what actually makes soap work. When we touch it to the water, it breaks down that surface tension. And so we end up with extra water shooting through our channel here and propelling our boat forwards.
So is it surface tension or is it magic? With Jetpack Jason, you can never tell the difference. I really miss seeing that guy and of course being in studio up close for those experiments, but that's a great one to try at home. Bill?